Happy Monday, happy Moon Day. I just changed the angle of my camera, so don't know if I like it, but let's see. All right, so the moon governs Cancer. Cancer is all about emotions, okay? How you feel, your spiritual gifts. Um, for some of us, our psychic abilities, our clairs, okay? Whether that be clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognizant, all the clairs, okay? Um, the moon energy is also that cups energy, that water energy is also that is divine energy, okay? So it's not just about the emotions that stem from, you know, our lower self. It's also governs our emotional intelligence center, which is the heart, the third eye. Okay. All right. So we have emotional baggage. We have boss up and no strings attached. All right. Somebody need to get grounded, especially with all that emotional baggage up here. And no strings attached. That's giving me the energy of someone who's just settling. We have upside down in the reverse. Okay. That kind of gives me the energy of a hangman in reverse. Someone needing to get grounded, right? But also needing spiritual guidance, okay? Yeah, we have be authentic in reverse. Someone's not being their true selves, okay? And when I say their true selves, I mean their higher self, like really on their path, on their spiritual journey, in alignment with their spiritual um, assignment, okay? We have disconnect here. Yeah, you got to disconnect from that, let go. We have rehabilitation. That's the healing work, doing the shadow work, the healing work, and then bam, on fire, okay? And then uh, karmic justice, the scales being tipped in your favor, okay? So I'm gonna put these over here. Let's see what emotional baggage, boss up, and no strings attached. Not sure if I really like this angle. I don't think I do. All right, so let's see. What is emotional baggage? And I think we all know that emotional baggage is not healthy because those are things. I'm hearing "Bag Lady" by what's that woman? Yeah, the star in reverse. Disconnected, okay, from the divine, disconnected from your emotional intelligence center, your third eye, that divine guidance, that source. Okay, so your cup is not um, being filled up because it's full of junk. You're not making space for spirit to come in, and you're not receiving it. Okay, the Queen of Cups in reverse with the star. That is really that's pretty heavy right there. Really, really dark. Really, really dark. Let's see what spiritual entities are interfering, causing, because the Queen of Cups in reverse with the star in reverse. Okay, so the Queen of Cups in reverse, it doesn't always mean immaturity, emotional immaturity, but someone who does not know how to process their emotional, we got liberations and physical and moral imperfections. Fraud and misrepresentation. What is going on? on. This is like spiritual jail. Okay, someone is in spiritual jail. Like they're having a dark night of the soul. All right, it's like all of a sudden they're confused. They're not sure what's good and what's evil. But we know that's not true. But for whatever reason, this person is trapped. It's like trapped in hell. Spiritual jail, hell. Yeah, war and violence. Okay, so these are the spiritual entities that are affecting and influencing 555 on the timer. Yeah, someone who needs to so I think about the Hierophant when I think about 555. That is trusting in uh higher wisdom, okay? Trusting in ancient knowledge that has been passed down, ancient knowledge of wisdom, of light, okay? Not of war and violence, okay? So I can only imagine what this looks like in somebody's life. This is really, really dark. Really, really dark. Yeah. So just, yeah, doing a lot of bad stuff, a lot of evil stuff, actually, cowardly actions. Yes. I'm sorry, collective, but this is not looking so good for you right now. You're in a really dark space, collective. I don't know whose energy is out here yet. Yeah, spiritual ignorance. Yeah, being spiritually ignorant. Um, so you're ignoring spiritual guidance because um your heart chakra is not open. You're not receiving. The star being in reverse, you're not allowing spirit to even pour into you. Okay. Um, collective, whoever this person is, could be you or someone in your energy or a phase that you were in because the rest of the story is not out. Okay. Or, you know, this is dark. This is really, really dark. Really, really dark. Let me just yeah, I didn't want to say that, but yeah, someone's yeah, this is so well, whoever energy this is, they're definitely playing with dark ancestors, okay? Uh yeah, this is death magic. And this is someone's like strong suit, right? Like this is someone's strong suit doing death magic, which is crazy. So this is a possession. Someone is possessed. Okay, this is and whoever you are, okay, you're not respecting spiritual laws, okay? You're not respecting spiritual laws. Um and you have you have no protection. You have no spiritual protection here. So you are as dark as what is possessing you. Like, yeah, somebody is. Mm, we got a feminine energy here. Okay, so we have fulfillment chalice. That's like the star card. And then we have ritual, okay? We got this feminine energy again. We got moon cycles. Okay, moon cycles, a lot of feminine energy, a lot of moon energy out here. Let me just check on this. Let's see what spirits are. Divine grace. Divine grace. Someone has committed spiritual treason, which I don't think they care about that. So we have obedience. So, this is a different set of energy. This is a different person, okay? So this energy is attacking this energy. Like, this is spiritual warfare. Um Fertility and multiplicity, obedience, divine grace, moon cycles, fulfillment and ritual, okay? And then fruition. It never fails that, really, really dark entities. So it's like intellectual talent. Yeah, somebody is definitely in touch. I'm hearing reach out and touch somebody's hand, make this world a better place if you can. Look, traitors and conspiracy, okay, restitution, healing capacity, okay, and then we have this ugly demonic gremlin, slavery, okay. Someone who is they're a light snuffer, okay. They like to snuff people light, or try to, all right, because they're spiritually lazy, um, causing destruction, you know, causing sickness. Yes, they're not, okay, so they're not, this person is not a warrior. This person is not a spiritual warrior, but they have something attached to them, okay? They definitely have something attached to them. And so, although this person that they're coming up against, okay, and we have boss up underneath all of this love and light energy, this very powerful feminine energy, okay? And although the Queen of Cups is in reverse, the Queen, can represent feminine energy. Um, you know, when a masculine is um, not balanced, the yin and yang is not balanced, right? And they're emotionally not intelligent, right? They're emotionally immature. And therefore, on the outside, in the carnal self, they carry a lot of, and this is a liar. Okay, yes, this is dark. So this is the type of person that'll pray and say, I need you to destroy this God, destroy this person because they are X, Y, and Z, and what you're claiming them to be is not that, okay? So just know that you can pray all the prayers that you want, but you cannot lie. You can lie in your prayers. People do it all the time. And when you see it looks like, your prayers are being answered by God, it's not being answered by the creator of the creators, okay? It's just being fulfilled by whatever dark little gremlins that you have joined forces with. I mean, that's just what it is. And people misappropriate spiritual powers, okay? They say, well, they don't even respect the divine. They just lust and weak will. Yeah, they just attack light beings because they're envious. It's like you can't beat the demons, okay? and you can't beat the light workers. But you know that light workers are, you go after them, the ones that either are not spiritual warriors or they don't know that they are spiritual warriors, therefore they're not using their power. Okay, so because they are a warrior, um, they're not really dealing with the low level ram. All right, Spirit, who's this person? So we have no strings attached and new beginnings, okay? We have boss up, all this feminine energy. Yeah, the Page of Wands. This is someone on their proper spiritual journey, okay? All right. Yeah. The Fool in reverse, this is someone fearless. They don't, they're not afraid to take a risk, okay? This is a risk taker energy. The High Priestess, okay? The Page of Wands, all right? Spirit is advising them against poor financial, well, being overwhelmed, okay? So all this energy over here, okay? They're attacking their finances. They're doing really, really ugly dark magic on this high priestess. Um, I'm not sure if she knows what's hitting her, but she definitely broke free. And in order to break free from something, you have to be tied to it or bound to it. You you have to be restricted in order to be free, right? From something. So it looks like the attacks on the home, finances, and things of that nature. That's what, look at this, the Ten of Cups, okay? The Strength card, the Page of Wands, okay? So I'm hearing that this person got wind of something. Like they got wind of something. Like they heard it through the grapevine kind of thing. They grasped the concept of the notion that someone is working to make them homeless and suffer. This is, yeah. I mean, all the nasty little as motive, you know, and these other ugly little gremlins. I don't even want to say their name, but these are the spirits that are attached to this person that is coming up against this spiritual warrior. Okay, now she is definitely doing I'm going to use the word light work. Okay, she's working in the light. She is working with the divine verse, whereas this person is working against the divine love and light. Okay, this person is just full of it, and this person is breaking free. So not everyone knows that they're a spiritual warrior. Like you don't, you accept the assignment, but if it's already in your lineage, in your bloodline, it is what it is, right? Now we can choose which way we want to go and how we want to exercise that skill set, that gift. And some of us are taught that we're gifted. We live it. It is shown to us. Someone is modeling what that looks like, and some of us don't get to see it being modeled in the family or exercised in the family. And then innately, it just, it wakes up in you. But someone is definitely working to destroy uh, the spiritual warrior, this light worker's finances, strip them of their home, and cause them to suffer, okay? Yeah, they definitely want to take their property from them. And they have people to help them. They sure do. Um, they work with and bribe like people in authority, okay, like the police, people who are hiding behind like certain charity or not for profit organizations. We got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. Like I said, the Queen energy is feminine energy, but when the energy this is a distorted masculine. This is a masculine who never um like grew in his masculine energy. He grew in the feminine energy, but the shadow side of the feminine energy, which is very destructive. The feminine energy, um, the dark side of the feminine energy is destructive. The light side of the feminine energy is very fruitful. They are definitely the opposite of each other. Okay, her energy is of fertility, multiplicity, fruition. Okay, new beginnings. Whereas this over here. These are very low vibrational energies. Now, this person does practice some really, really dark stuff. They could have been taught this by a woman, like a mother figure. They could have been taught this because I don't, or they could, you know, be working with a group of men who are just as silly, okay? And I'm not even talking about someone who's young and just starting out. No, these are this is king energy. These are mature in age people, okay? These are not 20 and 30-year olds. They're too old to be living their life like this. Like at some point, like, I mean, is this how you're going to go out? Never appreciating life, always at odds with people, spiritually ungrateful, you don't appreciate life. We got the Magician and the King of Cups. The King of Wands. Ooh. The Magician, the King of Cups, and the King of Wands. Very powerful energy. We have Aries, Sun. Aries, Sun. Venus. Mercury. Mercury. Gemini. Knight of Wands. Somebody coming in like a thief in the night. That's that spiritual warrior. They're coming back and taking everything. All right. Now it's interesting because this is the protection of this divine feminine. How appropriate. The divine feminine. Okay. So the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. Yes, somebody. Yes, I'm not going to say somebody, but yeah, she got freed. The Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the this Leo Mars, the Seven of Wands. Okay, so not only is spirit like the masculine ancestors of love and light, the King of Wands, these are ancestors, these are men, masculine energy, okay? Masculine energy that came out on her behalf and just came in like a thief in the night and just took everything back. This reminds me of John 2:14. The Eight of Cups, okay? Cleared out everything. Temperance and the Hierophant, powerful. Protection. So the Hierophant is a higher, in this situation, we have 514. Someone's birthday could be May 14th. The Hierophant and the Temperance together, this is represent representing a hierarchy, spiritual level. Okay, so it's, we have earth angels, we have ascended masters, we have archangels, right? And then we have deities. So this is like a higher ranking, a really high ranking angel of protection. Okay. Now, this this spiritual being is this is spiritual connection, communication as well. Um, Spiritual protection. Now, when I say they came in like a thief in the night and took back everything, cleared out everything, uh, so this is spiritual warfare, okay? So her ancestors and all these high-ranking spiritual beings came out in John 2:14. This masculine energy over here, this queen, king of pentacles in reverse, whose energy is stagnant, very jealous, very emotionally immature and insecure, heal, okay, but is very disgraceful, very egotistical, okay. The Knight of Cups in reverse with the Six of Wands in reverse. Um this is someone who is also prejudiced of um gender, sex, like male, female. The term male chauvinist or woman chauvinist or whatever the case may be. But the end result of this spiritual warfare is that this entity has been cleared out. Looks like a spiritual peace offering, but this is the King of Pentacles in reverse got stopped in his tracks. Okay, the Death card. Whatever work was put in, uh, it is null and void, and any further work that is going to be or that they're thinking about putting in, uh, it's not going to prosper. Okay, so whereas this person may have gotten a kick out of doing these things to this feminine energy, they're no longer they're no longer the Three of Cups in reverse. This is definitely someone who this can represent an alcoholic. Okay. The Ace of Wands in reverse does represent the energy of efforts yielding no fruit, something being done in vain. Hint, hint, the Six of Wands in reverse with the Ace of Wands. This is definitely something that was done in vain. Okay. It wasn't done with a real conscious heart and mind, right? It wasn't done with a clean heart and a clean mind. Everything is being exposed. There was a lot of fighting back and forth between these two individuals, but now this person is suffering. They're suffering an ego death, but they don't want to. They're suffering, right? They're suffering. They're trying to find out ways where they can not continue to suffer, just so that they can keep going right back to that fighting, doing spell work. There we go again. Page of Cups in reverse, emotionally um, unfulfilled. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's, loss, okay? Loss, not being supported. The Empress in reverse. disharmony, discord, either with a mother or, yeah, or possibly a wife who is younger. A wife who is younger. The Hermit in reverse with the Five of Wands, misappropriation of information, having access to a lot of information, and using that to cause conflicts and fights. Okay, it's not okay. Ace of Cups in reverse. Very unloving. You know, the Tower in reverse represents someone who's suffering. We got the moon energy out here. The moon and the star, okay? Not one sun. Not one. Not one sun. Nothing that represents positive energy on this this spiritual monster. We got Judgment in reverse, okay? Not holding themselves accountable, crying over about what has happened to them after they got spiritually whipped, okay? Um yeah, so disconnecting, rehabilitation. And what is this? All right, so let's see what disconnect and rehabilitation is all about. And what is this? Oh, yeah, not being your true authentic self. So, this person not being them true authentic selves, that means that they're forcing themselves to be dark. Now, I did see influence from a karmic feminine on their side, okay? But this type, look at this relationship strife, okay? I really protector of criminals. I mean, like really, yeah. There's that feminine energy is, I believe, is the one that taught, yeah, false promises, taught this person. See, this person, yeah, they are living off of false spiritual promises, okay? Instead of healing from the energies that God has healing. I'm healing, not using. They're using the energies, the dark energies. Lust and weak will came out again. They're using the energies of the universe, but not to heal. They're using it to kill, steal, and destroy. Okay, with all this dark magic. But being authentic in the reverse, this is just telling me that I'm hearing that this person was forced to be this way. Yeah, we have folly and infamy. This person was forced to be this way, aka taught by a mother figure, okay? A dark feminine energy, someone older, okay? And they, yeah, the spirit of rebellion, that's one ugly spirit. Because as long as that spirit, that, demonic force is on you, you will not submit. This is the energy right here that is causing this person to not submit to a higher spiritual order, which is divine light, love and light. 33. Divine power, okay? Not misappropriation of power. Fines and unfair costs. This person is probably always getting themselves in some type of financial bind that they have to spend lots of money to get themselves out of. We have spiritual slavery, black magic, okay? Indiscretions and untruth, okay? So, atheism. What did I say? Atheism. This person does not believe in the Most High God of love and light. They don't. Religious conflict. They may have a religion. They may have a religion that they have, that they say that they are, and they may do the little religious activities and things of that nature, but they know that they don't believe in uh, a higher order spiritual power. They don't, and therefore they will not submit to it because God is their enemy. But they'll say they believe in God. They will pray because they do pray. You'll see them doing religious acts because they do religious acts. Jealousy. They just, all the Lord, once you are under the influence of spiritual rebellion, there's nothing else. Like, this is why this person is not being their authentic self. Because our higher self, all of us innately, we do have a system, right? Yeah, self-made person, the spiritual of this spirit right here, this spirit, these people believe that they did it, not God. They did it. But in a sense, they're actually, they don't understand the grace that the God that they hate has given them. Okay? They don't understand the grace. They believe that they are alive because they were smart enough to be alive. Okay? Yeah, unrestrained living. Unrestrained living. And we're not talking about freedom. We're talking about people who, these are dark entities, dark spirits that cause a person to feel like I can hate, I can commit all types of awful everythings, okay? Because who's going to check me? God gave me freedom of choice. I shall and I will what I want, okay? And that's how they live. The life of a spiritual hypocrite. Because deep down inside, they may be ignoring it, but they're definitely, God can reach everybody's mind, everybody's heart, everybody's ears, everybody's eyes. You cannot turn God off. You just can't. So, in the name of God, you can do and say whatever you want to say. But the only person you're fooling is yourself. Okay? Family conflict, deception. This person, every once in a while, I get some really, really mean, wicked, evil, dark spirits. And I'm telling you, this is the one on the top 3. This one right here is on the top 3. But how powerful is she? Okay? Okay, what's rehabilitation and what's disconnect? What is disconnect, spirit? Disconnect from emotional immaturity and emotional baggage and all the things that come along with it. Disconnect from the spirit of jealousy, okay? The spirit of covetousness, okay? Spirit is always giving. It doesn't matter who you are. That's one thing that I've noticed, okay? This represents the spirit of covetousness, okay? The devil with the Knight of Cups in reverse, okay? They put on this facade. It's not a facade. It's actually like a outer layer of skin, okay? Because it's been on them for so long that it's like their second skin now, okay? The ultimate betrayal, whatever you can think of, the Ace of Cups in reverse, all the levels of betrayal that you can think of, this person has committed, is committing, and will continue to commit. I don't even want to know what that looks like, because betrayal is bad. But yeah, this person right here, and this is their strong suit. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, this is their strong suit. But the final say, this is spiritual communication saying that there will be no spoils, aka fruits of the labor, for this person. There's no victory. I just heard there's no victory. Judgment and Ace of Wands in reverse. There's no victory for this King of Pentacles, okay? That is relentless. It's like they're relentless. They're relentless. The Fool in reverse. They're relentless and reckless. The Chariot in reverse. Emotional baggage. Depression. This person is not right in the head. This person is spiritually, they're in spiritual jail, hell, and they're just having fun there, okay? They're just living their best life, stuck in a perpetual cycle of spiritual warfare where they're constantly getting their ass whipped. I'm telling you, this is one of the ugliest, the Tower in reverse. And the thing is, they're not comfortable. They're not comfortable. They're not comfortable in their life. But that's their powerhouse, is this destructive feminine energy that they are operating under, okay? The shadow side, the wicked side, the wicked side of the feminine energy. That mole energy is no joke. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. Really? You know, this is the energy of someone always living in fear. They're always living in fear. Like I said, they're getting guidance from a feminine energy. That's this Queen of Pentacles right here in reverse. They don't regret anything. They don't regret anything. They're the Four of Wands in reverse, the Death in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse. This person is in a perpetual state of mental anguish, anxiety. This is a really messed up psyche. It really is. But, I mean, I don't expect anything better, okay? Isolation, mental imprisonment. I mean, they are worried. Yeah, the Death card in reverse is also, yeah, I use the word perpetual, but like a never-ending cycle of something. Yeah, the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is a lot of mental instability. This goes beyond emotional instability. This is mental instability. All right, let's see. What is this? Rehabilitation. Rehabilitation. All right, so rehabilitation is either a physical, mental, or spiritual reset, healing, okay? It's when you do the shadow work, okay? You accept the truth. You don't lie to yourself. You hold yourself accountable for everything. You hold yourself accountable, okay? Once you are able to identify the shadows that need to be worked on, then you address them so that you can start the healing process. All right. Got Got the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Swords, okay? And the Justice. So pretty much, and the Hierophant, all right? So pretty much, yeah, giving up, relinquishing false idols, false thoughts, false perceptions, just, you know, giving up on that. Judgment in reverse, okay? Giving up. The Judgment in reverse is about someone who's not holding themselves accountable. The Four of Wands in reverse and the Six of Cups. The Tower. So this person, okay, the Sun in reverse, all this stuff. So, I mean, this could be marriage counseling, but I do see some legal issues here that they're having with their family. They're having legal issues with the family. They're having legal issues with the kids. They're having legal issues with the spouse, okay? Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And the Page of Cups in reverse, okay? Just self-centered. So this is supposed to be rehabilitation. There is no rehab. The only rehabilitation I see is, somebody, the legal system putting this person in their place, pointing out what they are accountable for, but they're not holding themselves accountable for anything, okay? So look at them running back to their ex. They barely out the courthouse and they're running back to their ex. The Knight of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. And they think nobody knows this, but so this person is going to get, this is not rehabilitation, but they're seeking physical gratification from their ex, but they're not healing. Of course, that's running to your ex is not healing, okay? And after you got what you wanted from your ex, then you ran from them because you don't want nobody to know that you ran back to your ex before you could even get out the courthouse regarding your spouse, your children, and your home. Ten of Cups in reverse. Whole family dynamics down the drain. Nothing healthy. Wow. You done went out and had a child with another lover, okay? While you're going through these legal proceedings between you, your spouse, and your children, that's what you do. Because that makes you feel powerful. And of course, everything gets exposed. Sure does. And now you back hot-headed again. Yeah. Yeah, this is a mess. This is a mess. But like I said, this is a perpetual cycle for this person. They're not listening to the divine, okay? They're not. They hear. You cannot ignore. Like, you can't not hear. You can distract yourself. You can, I mean, there's little things that you can do to trick yourself to make yourself, you're your only fool. Okay? But there is no, just being satisfied with even what the future looks like. And now you're all paranoid and worried about, So I guess you felt like you were going to hurt somebody's feelings. You planned these mind games, so you went ahead and spilled the beans on yourself. Okay, you went ahead and told what you did. Okay, so you're confessing your sins to who? Who you confessing? Your mother? Betrayal is strong here. Like I said, I don't even want to the ultimate betrayal is what I heard. I don't even want to know what type of. I know what betrayal looks like, and I know some of the shape forms of betrayal, but this person with all these demons on them, which, by the way, in spiritual warfare, you know, losing a spiritual battle is, it's more so it's a consequence to you and the people around you. Like this person, their children are suffering, which they don't even care. They don't care. They're a man. I'm a man, so that's what I do. I bring, children into the world. That's the attitude that they have. I'm a man. You're a dark uh you're a dark warlock, okay? You are. And all your work is in vain. On repeat. It's like a revolving door with this person. All right, let's get some zodiac signs. What's that number one zodiac sign? Is it Aries? Is it Taurus? Is it Virgo? Is it Gemini? Is it Leo? Is it Virgo? Is it Scorpio? Is it Sagittarius? Okay. Is it Cappy? Is it Aquarius? Is it Pisces? All right, where's my zodiac deck? The one that I want. I don't want to use this one. Let's see. It's Monday, and every time I start talking about Monday, Moon Day, the moon energies, the reading, that's what it comes out. It comes out about this kind of stuff. Every time I talk about, describe the moon, and because the moon governs water, okay? That's life force energy. Every single person has water, okay? At least 70%, even those who are severely dehydrated, spiritually dehydrated. All right, let's see. I want to get some zodiac signs out because I know you guys, you like to be able to connect the dots. But there's a lot of water energy out here. It is, okay? Aquarius, Pisces. There's a lot of Libra energy out here. There's a lot of Libra energy. Some Aries energy came out, but a lot of Pisces, Aquarius, and Libra. Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, and Aries. So Pisces and Cancer are water signs. Aquarius is air. Libra is air. Okay, so water and air, and then there was some Aries, some fire out. I mean, all of them were out. The Pentacles, it was like the only energy that wasn't balanced is this person's energy. 5350. Okay. Well, I guess I'll use this one. Although this is not the one that I want to use. All right, Spirit, give me some zodiac signs. So this will resonate if you, because a lot of us are messengers of the messenger, right? So we got Virgo sun, Pisces. Didn't I tell you? Pisces. So someone could have a Pisces moon. We have North Node. Someone could have a Leo North Node. Leo sun. Cancer sun. Yeah, everything is repeating. So when the zodiac signs, so we have Chiron in reverse. So this just represents the energy that has not, especially with Jupiter in reverse. Jupiter in reverse with Chiron in reverse. Those are karmic lessons karmic lessons that to promote healing has that transformative energy is not being met. Okay, you're not. So it's like staying in a dark night of the soul without learning the lessons, and therefore you do not transform. Okay. Yeah, we have Aries here, but we have Aries in reverse. Sagittarius in reverse. Okay. So we have Virgo. We have Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces North Node, Leo Sun. Yeah, we got fifth house in reverse. That's a karmic Leo. Or that's the energy of someone being unhappy. So we can have a Pisces, a karmic Pisces, okay? Someone can have a Pisces Sun, but or Pisces South Node, but they're definitely living on a dark timeline. And so Saturn retrograde, this is the energy that is empowering us right now to shift us from our false timelines, our false self, shift us from deceptive energy, like not understanding or knowing what the truth really is. It's in retrograde for 128 days. Okay, Saturn does govern time. Okay, that's why it when it goes retrograde, that's the grace of time, so that you can get off, remove illusions. Okay, because this energy, this divine feminine, it is very evident that she did not know who she was fully. Okay, Mercury, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, so that is the reading that I have for the collective. All right. Thank you guys for all of your support. Please know that right now, if you want private readings, the description that is in my on my channel, okay, the description how to get a personal reading is in the description of the channel, and also in the description of each video. There's the instructions on how to get a reading, okay? But for right now, as far as going live, right now I'm just doing collective readings, okay? The setup of YouTube, I don't like. I don't like the YouTube setup for answering individual questions. The setup is not as user friendly as other platforms, as far as just letting you guys come up and ask your questions and things of that nature. I don't really like this platform for that anyway. So that's that. Okay. Till the next time, with love and light. Namaste, Ashe.